We've been doing our series on meals with famous people, and of course one of the people we've been including is Jesus himself. I'm Jonathan Watt with Atara Group International, and we're considering here what is actually the very last meal that we know of that Jesus ever sat down with friends for during his life on earth. The story's told in John chapter 21. The gospel tells us that Peter, one time after the resurrection of Jesus, decides he'll go fishing, and a number of his friends join him, and they spend the night in a fruitless effort that then leads in the morning to an interesting interchange. A character on the shoreline calls out to them, "Have you had any success in what you're doing?" And they were, of course, fishing in a freshwater lake, Lake Galilee, not unlike what's behind me here. This is the Caribbean. We're on the shore of Puerto Rico. But they indicate that they've had no success in fishing. And he says, well, why don't you try putting the net on the other side of the boat, which normally shouldn't make a big difference. But they do that, and they end up catching an absolutely record number of fish. The number is even given in the gospel. 153 are snagged, and they're expecting their nets to break from all of what's being hauled in. They approach the shore, and as they get closer, they realize there's a fire there. Someone has already started a fire. The person who they have sort of realized at this point is Jesus himself. Invites them to come and have breakfast with him. He's already got some fish and some other food items there for them. They add some of what they've caught, and they proceed to have a meal. Now, we've been saying meals are an opportunity to be able to get to know someone intimately and well, and that's a great thing to do. At this particular occasion, Jesus puts Peter on the spot, and he says to him three times, "Peter, do you love me? Do you love me more than these?" And this is perhaps to echo the threefold denial that Peter had made about not knowing Jesus at the time of his arrest. And three times Peter has the opportunity and takes it to be able to say, absolutely, I love you more than anything else. And Jesus indicates that for this, eventually Peter will pay for his affinity with Jesus with his own life. Meals are an opportunity to be able to get to know people heart to heart and share the things that matter on our mind, share what is our own life, our own resources, our very being. And with him on the spot, this was an amazing opportunity to set his course in something that surely he will have remembered for the rest of his life. That's the nature of a good meal, especially with something as poignant and personal as that.